Do you know these situations where you're in a relationship which is not that beautiful because the communication is kind of going like this? Like let's say you're in a relationship with someone and the way you give and receive love is not the same way, but both of you don't really know. So you keep giving, realizing that the other person is not receptive, and maybe on the other end, the same thing happens. That's really frustrating, and it's just not a part of a healthy relationship. That's why I want to introduce you today to The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. The first time I learned about the 5 love languages was the biggest game changer for all of my friendships and especially my relationships. Because believe me, I've been in toxic relationships for years and I didn't know how to get out of them unless I started digging, learning, working with a mentor, going into a retreat, detaching, retaching, figuring out clarity. And the 5 love languages I'm telling you about today have been and still are a huge part of every relationship I engage in. What do those 5 love languages actually do? Every single love language gives you an answer or shows you a possibility in how you can give or receive love. And why is that important? Because as I said before, maybe you've experienced those situations where your partner or you maybe even burst out on each other and say things like, I keep giving. Can you not see how much I give? Can you just not see how much I do for you? These situations are really classic, and the way to avoid them is to learn and understand what love languages are our primary ones and also our partners and lovers' primary ones, so that we can adjust the way we infuse the energy of love into the relationship to that other person. Now let's get into those 5 love languages. Love language number 1, acts of service, meaning that you show and express love by giving some sort of service, by providing a service, by cleaning up, making the bed for someone. That's love language number 1. Love language number 2 is giving gifts. Hey, I brought you a gift, and then you present a little gift, maybe a necklace, maybe, I don't know, what could be a gift? Maybe a new journal. Maybe you bought your lover a new journal. Giving gifts is love language number 2. Love language number 3 is words of affirmation, which can sound like, hey, I really enjoy spending time with you. I value you a lot. I'm really happy to be in your presence. I enjoy spending my afternoon with you. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So affirming with your words the love that you feel is love language number 3. Love language number 4 is physical touch, which is one of my current primary love languages. And it says it all. Sharing, expressing love by physically touching, holding hands, hugging, kissing, cuddling, or any kind of sensual and sexual activity. That's love language number 4. And love language number 5 is quality time. Spending high quality committed time with your lover or your partner or however you want to call them. Spending high quality time with them. Setting up a framework, going to dinner and being fully there for each other. So now that you know these 5 love languages, you can start reflecting on which ones are the ones that you actually give more and which ones are the ones that you would like to receive more. And once you figure that out, I encourage you to write that down and to have a conversation with your lover or your partner about this. To actually share with them, hey, I figured out, I watched this video that June made on YouTube, and I figured out that my love languages are this and that I would love to know which ones are yours. And then once you've figured out which ones the preferred ways of giving and receiving love are, you can start adjusting the way you give love and actually make sure that when you give something, that it lands with them. Because that's what you give it for, right? That's what you give something for, because you want it to be received. Same counts the other way around. They can start making sure that they give love in a way that you want to receive it and are receptive for it. So that is basically one of the biggest chunks that holds us back from having healthy relationships. There you go, you're welcome. If you like this video, share it with a friend. I really always like when it stays personal, so share it with a friend, maybe share it with a partner. Watch it with your lover, watch it with your partner. You can also subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And I have a website, you can check it out. It's called beyondbyjune.com. I'm a holistic and mental health coach, meaning that I guide people in one-on-one coaching containers, in online trainings, and online courses that I've created to live a life in more peace, joy, blissed out happiness. Anyway, thanks for watching. Much love your way. Mwah.